everyone, this is Amanda at Amanda's Booktopia. If you're new here, welcome, and if not, welcome back. And today, I am announcing our Fiction Falls picks from May until July. I am psyched to talk about what we have coming up for Fiction Falls. We have some great books, guest hosts, a whole new backlist of an author's work we're going to be diving into as well. So let's start with our main picks, and then I will talk about the extra special side story we are doing as well. So to start off with May, we are going to be reading A Ship of Bones and Teeth by Karina Halley. And I am so stoked for this book. I have read one other Karina Halley book before. I think it was Death Valley that I read from her and really enjoyed it. So I'm excited to see what else she can do. There's so many books from Karina Halley that I want to read. This one being one of them, and I cannot wait to read A Ship of Bones and Teeth. I believe it's like a Little Mermaid reimagining, so to speak, which I am stoked about. The Little Mermaid is one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. And for our special guest hosts, we have Katie from Katie's Reading and Paige from Paige's Open Book. All guest hosts will be linked down below so you can check out their channels. I am stoked to have Katie and Paige co-hosting with us. We have already picked a date and time for our live show for May. Because of my plans at the end of May, we're not able to do an end of May live show, so we scheduled it a little bit early. Not too early, mind you, but right in the middle of the month. So May 17th, mark your calendars for May 17th at 2 p.m. Eastern. So we'll be talking with, it'll be me, Clint, Katie, and Paige talking about A Ship of Bones and Teeth. So make sure you get that on your TBRs as early as possible, because I won't be here at the end of May to talk about it. So I have a lot, because of all the stuff I have going on. I am very excited we're having this in the middle of the month so I can still participate with everyone. A Ship of Bones and Teeth, I am sure, is going to be so much fun, and I'm excited to have Katie and Paige with us. And then for June and July, we have a start of a series and then the sequel. At first, it was originally supposed to be duology, then I found out a third book is coming in the fall. So I figured June and July is a perfect time to start this series. So the first one is The Wolf King by Lauren Pelfreeman. We will be reading this one in June. I cannot wait. June is my birthday month, and I really think this is going to be a hit because I heard it's like historical, but like ACOTAR-ish. And this series has been blowing up lately, and I'm hoping I will be one of those people that absolutely loves it, because I decided that for July, we are going to be reading the sequel to this one, which is The Night Prince. So I think the third book of the series comes out in September, I think. So I figured June and July is a perfect time to start this series. And I cannot wait. Our guest host is going to be Jasmine from Jasmine Sierra. She will also be linked down below if you want to check her out. She is also a very good friend of me and Clint. So I am excited she is going to be joining us. Live shows for these have not been selected as of right now. However, I will link below our Discord and the Fiction Falls Instagram so you can stay up to date on all the dates. And I will also post on my community tab if you decide if you don't have Instagram and you don't want to join the Discord, that's okay. I will post on my community tab all the dates for when we have them available. The only one we have as of right now is May's date. But June and July, I am very excited for these two books. So buckle on in. We are starting a series together, and I cannot wait for this series. I've heard great things. I've heard some mixed reviews, but more good than bad. So I'm really hoping this is going to be a hit for a lot of us. I can't wait. It's going to be a fun time. And for our little side story we have going on, we are going to be diving into V.E. Schwab's backlist. So we are calling this the Schwabalong. Which is very funny, I know. starting in May, we're doing the graphic novels. However, I will not be here for the graphic novels, unfortunately. So that will be just Clint and Stephanie from Stephanie's Book First and Jackie from the Reading Wordsmith. The three of them will be doing the graphic novels together. So if you want to, since I won't be there and you still want to read them, you can still chat about the graphic novels with the three of them. And we're going to be diving into the rest of her work. Starting in June and July, we're doing her duology of This Savage Psalm, I believe. And we do have graphics for all the books that are coming up in this Schwabalong we're doing. It's going all the way into next year because she has that many books. So I'll be posting graphics on the Schwabalong right after this announcement goes live. And so you could keep up with what we're doing and when. All live show dates are to be determined. We don't always schedule this far out in advance because not everybody knows your schedules this far out. But I promise there will be live shows for all the books. And I know some of us have already read Bury Our Bones last year with me and Clint and Karina from She Dreams of Words. However, we're going to be reading that again. Either this year, I'm pretty sure. But it's going to be on somebody else's channel instead of mine. I believe. I'm not sure whose channel is going to be on yet. But we are very excited for our little side story into V.E. Schwab's backlist. Since a lot of us have really enjoyed the Darker Shade of Magic series, and as of me filming, this is in April. For this month, we're doing the Fragile Threads of Power. And then after Fragile Threads of Power, we're going to just dive on into all of her other books. So if you have not yet read her backlist, now's a perfect time to join us. If you don't like graphic novels, you can skip May. It's perfectly fine. But the rest of her books we will be doing throughout the year and into next year. And I promise the graphics will be up. I will post them on my community tab, and I will post them in my Discord, as well as the Fiction Falls Instagram. So make sure you're following me and all those other channels if you want to keep up to date on when all the live shows and times will be. I think it's going to be so fun, and I cannot wait for all of these books. And that's all I have for this announcement. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give me a huge thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments if you'll be joining us for any of these books, because I am stoked and I'm excited for all the fun stuff. So I hope we see you there. And if you made this far into the video and you don't feel like being chatty, why don't you leave me a wolf for the Wolf King? And maybe a mermaid too for Ship of Bones and Teeth. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you stick around and for all of our bookish stuff. If you do, make sure you smash the subscribe button down below. And I'll see you all next time.